catlovedreamingpeach.com.
Auto-generated captions might be most technical.
I'm doing dishes. I was just taking a break listening to Robert Reich's new video about abolishing the Electoral College, which I 1000% agree with. And I really was popping on to complain more about that first mechanic. I was going to talk about how when I got my car in July 6th of 2024. So I've only had it for 4 months. It's been life-changing. And anyway, so when I had the car that I had before that, it was a 2004 Subaru Outback, and this is a 2014 Subaru Forester. And so it was a much older car, the first one. I only had it for a year, and then it basically died. I mean, it didn't die, but it needed a lot of work that I couldn't afford. And I just got a chat from my client. All right, so I need to make it a habit to check my calendar every morning, because sometimes I just assume that there's no call. I don't have calls that often anymore. Anyway, so he just wanted to know if instead of doing a video call, if we could do a regular phone call, which I prefer. Honestly, it's a lot easier to just have a phone call sometimes. I mean, I prefer video calls when I'm chatting with my family. Or, if I'm talking to my kids, I always rather do a video call if possible. But also, for clients, certain kind of clients, it's just better. Phone calls are better. You don't have to worry about how you look. Get this out of my face, okay? It all depends. But anyway, I was talking about the mechanic. So I was just sharing that when I was searching for mechanics when I got this car, I was like, I really need what I never did the first time was get a good mechanic and start taking it there and doing maintenance and upkeep. I was totally car ignorant. I mean, I hadn't had a car for 4 years before that. And the car I had before that was my baby's daddy's father's minivan that he had given him when we were still a couple. And then when we consciously uncoupled and we moved apart, he let me keep it. But it was really old, and then my license had expired, and it wasn't registered. Alright, this time I didn't let the video run while I was filling it up with water. It was going to be too loud. Alright, let that get going. Alright, so time to get to work. My hair looks crazy being backlit. So baby fine. Alright, so now I have stuff to do. I got phone calls to make. I'm going to open up my curtain So anyway, one of the other big major things I did when I was looking for my mechanic was I was looking for where they were located in reference to where I live so that I could get there and back, you know, without having to pay money for an Uber necessarily, or, well, that's what I was trying to find out, you know, do I need to find some place, is the best place somewhere I have to take an Uber back, or is there a bus I could take, or is it walkable? And then, so I basically looked for all of the, where's my garbage can knocked over? Just looked out the window and saw my garbage can is right on its side. Let me go get it. But so, you know, I was looking for mechanics that were within my area. And then, oh, it's still so windy. Then the other major thing I did was look at the reviews. I read tons and tons of reviews. And, oh, it's so windy, it knocked it down. You know, and I focused on the bad reviews. I mean, I also read good reviews too. But I really am holding. Background back on. Oh, it always takes time to process. So, I read the reviews, and that was really important to me. You know, like there was one where it was like, had pretty good reviews, but then, well, not one. There were actually, I would say, most of them had significant bad reviews that made me be like, I don't even want to try it. Just looking for another one of these. I have, this is like my phone holder. I got it off TikTok shop. I love it so much. And where the hell did the other one go? I had 3. Down to 2. Anyway, okay. So, I found reading the reviews was really important, and so like I was saying, the one where I took it to the first time. Oh, another thing that they did that was so, made me so mad was that I brought it there like literally first thing in the morning, and they said it would be done, you know, later, and then, I can't remember how I got home, if I took the bus or whatever, but I needed it, obviously. I needed my car, and then I had set it up so that somebody was going to give me a ride. My baby's daddy actually was going to, he was picking up the kids, and then he was going to give me a ride there, and, you know, it was pretty kind of far. So then they called me like last minute, like, can you come tomorrow and get it? I was like, what? No, like, I need my car. What do you mean? And, oh, because I was on my way, and they were like, we close at 4:45. And I was like, I'll be there at like 4:50. Can you just wait so I can come and pay? And they wanted me to wait the whole next day because they didn't want to wait 5 minutes for me to come and get my car and pay. I was like, wow. So she was like, you can just pay over the phone right now and I'll leave the key, which was fine. I was like, okay, great. That's no problem. And then they like told me they were going to put the key up here, and then they ended up putting it under the mat. So it was like, I couldn't fucking find it. It took me like 20 minutes to find the fucking key because it wasn't where they said it was going to be, and they were closed and nobody would answer the call. So I could be like, it's not where you said it was going to be. Can you tell me where? Anyway, that was me just bitching about a bad mechanic. So when I took it to this guy, who, this is now the 4th time I've taken it for various things. He's prompt. He does a really great job. He's extremely fair with his pricing. He's an actual honest mechanic. So, but anyway, with that, abolish the Electoral College. And I don't know. I feel like something fishy's going on. Will, Will we find out about it, or are we going to just fall into this dystopian nightmare, and is that going to be our new reality? I don't know. What do you think?
Something to soothe your soul.
.com.